Nobody can cook as well as my grandmother. Someone left the water running in the bathroom. So this is about indefinite pronouns. Now our next topic is relative pronouns. So relative pronouns, they act as a conjunction, or in other words, it joins sentences or clauses, and the pronouns we use are who, which, what, that, whom. So these are the relative pronouns. Who is used only for human beings and are always used in the subject position. Whose we can talk about persons, animals, things. Which is used to talk about things, places and animals, and that is used only for persons and things. So do this exercise on your own about relative pronouns. Now moving to the important topic, which is the reflexive and the emphatic pronouns. Reflexive means reflection, the mirror image. So in English grammar, reflection here means the object is being reflected upon the subject, or the subject and the object are the same. We call those pronouns as reflexive pronouns. They are used to refer to the subject of the sentence. They are used when the subject and object of the sentence are the same. And the pronouns we use are herself, myself, yourself, itself, which are in singular. In plural, we say ourselves, themselves, yourselves, etc. Now moving to emphatic pronouns. In emphatic pronouns, we lay emphasis on the subject. That means we stress on the subject. We call those pronouns as emphatic pronouns. Look at the example. They themselves told me not to venture out of the house. So we are stressing more on the subject, they themselves. So when you say they themselves, you can see how stress, or we are focusing more on the subject. When I say she herself, that means we are focusing more on the action done by the subject. Those type of pronouns we call them as emphatic pronouns. Both reflexive and emphatic, we use the same pronouns like herself. We even use it in same emphatic also. She herself told me not to venture out. So pronouns are the same, but the only difference in reflexive and emphatic is we cannot remove the reflexive pronoun. If we remove it, it doesn't give a complete meaning to the sentence. Look at the example here. She hurt while playing. Now your question comes into mind, she hurt whom? She hurt herself or she hurt somebody else? So if you remove this, we are not getting the complete meaning to the sentence. Whereas in emphatic pronouns, you can, even if we remove this word, it still gives a complete meaning. You can say they told me not to venture out of the house, or she told me not to venture out of the house. So it's giving a complete meaning even if you remove the emphatic pronouns. But with reflexive pronoun, we cannot remove the pronoun. If we remove it, it doesn't give a complete meaning to the sentence. That's the only difference between emphatic and reflexive. Now let's do this exercise to understand better. Circle the reflexive pronouns and underline the emphatic pronouns. Father cut himself when he was shaving. So here you can see subject. He cut whom? So the father cut himself. So again the object is being reflected upon the subject. So subject and the object are the same. So here himself is in the reflexive pronoun. She herself saw the thief running across the street. So she herself is in the emphatic pronoun because we are laying stress on the subject. Do you think you can manage the presentation by yourself? So yourself, it's being reflected upon the subject, which is you. So it is the reflexive pronoun. Now if you have a doubt whether if it's an emphatic or reflexive, try to remove this word. Do you think you can manage the presentation by? So again, here there are so many questions arising that this is not a complete sentence. So it cannot be removed, hence it is a reflexive pronoun. There's plenty of food here, help yourself. Again, it's a reflexive pronoun. I myself heard his mean remarks. So again, we are laying stress on the subject I, so it is emphatic. Even though Reena owns a salon, she sometimes does people's hair herself. So again, here the subject is doing the action, that is she. It's reflected by the object. So it is in the reflection position. So it is a reflexive pronoun. One can't finish this pizza by themselves. Again, it is a reflexive pronoun. And one more hint for reflexive is usually it is followed by the preposition by. You must clean the room by yourself. I'm not going to help you. So it is a reflexive pronoun. We started laughing after we saw ourselves in the mirror after playing Holi. So we saw ourselves. Again, it is a reflexive pronoun. She completed the project herself, even though it was a group activity. She completed the project herself. Here herself is in the emphatic position because the subject is doing the action here, and subject and the object are the same. Dan himself was not aware about the plan. Dan himself was not aware about the plan. Here, Dan himself, it's an emphatic pronoun. And I think you might have a doubt in this question because here we are written as emphatic. Try to remove the herself word here. It still makes sense. She completed the project even though it was a group activity. So it is an emphatic pronoun. Kiran herself explained the issue to me. She always thinks about herself. If I remove this, she always thinks about whom? So it's a reflexive pronoun. Arundhati baked the cake and the cookies herself. He has to give a reason for his action himself. So both are in the other reflexive pronouns. Now distributive pronouns. Distributive pronouns, they refer to animals, persons, things one at a time are called distributive. Like the words like each, either, neither, no one and none. So all these are the distributive pronouns. So do this also as your homework. I'll send you the answers later. So with this we have completed the chapter 4 and in the next class we'll start chapter 5. Thank you.